Hi everyone, it's B. Welcome to my channel, Psychic Sounds by B. Thank you for joining me. I am so grateful for all of the support and all of the love and the kindness that everyone has been showing me. Now this video is for the Taurans, and we are going to go through your planetary alignments, just a brief overview of planetary alignments. And I'm recording this on the 11th. So then we will get into your reading for your Taurus cycle. So this is the May reading, but I will be addressing some of the planetary changes that have been occurring that may be affecting you right now here on the 11th and forward. Okay, so before we get started, I would like to kind of do an intro to kind of give everybody a little bit of information on my philosophy. And if you don't want to listen to this intro, that is perfectly fine. You can just fast forward to your reading when I start shuffling the cards, and you can just do it that way. I don't judge, but I wanted to go ahead and do this intro to kind of give you guys some insight on you know, who I am and what my philosophy is. Now this particular intro was prompted by one of my subscribers, and I will get into that here shortly. So anyway, I wrote everything down. So Taurans, just bear with me here, okay? I received a question regarding why I would greet using the word namaste. I was introduced to the word about 4 years ago when I started taking up my spiritual practices, when my gifts were developing, and I realized I was not the person I was 5 years ago. So here I had to describe to a subscriber why I do this. I have to admit my answer in my spirit consciousness was, why wouldn't you? You know, why wouldn't you say that? But then I realized that this question was kind of a key that I had been searching for personally for a very long time. So I would like to thank Satyam, I hope I am pronouncing that correctly, for asking me the question. Being spiritual and loving is difficult in a world of greed and power mongering. So I had to face what I had kept inside, but I had not shared with the world. I had been hurt in the past, and I did not want to love anymore. I just didn't. They just kept taking, and by they I mean, you know, people that came in and out of my life. And I let them, you know, I let them by carrying their burdens and their karma along with my own. And boy, was it heavy. I mean, that's for sure. I responded to Satyam that the reason I use the word namaste at the end of my videos is my way that I show respect for the divine light in all of us. I understand that maybe over time, the word namaste is nothing more in Hindi than an exchange of kind of the banalities when seeing a friend on the street or seeing someone on the street. Synonymous with hello in America. The thing is that namaste means more to me, and I respect the word, and I respect the meaning of the word. How I am to understand it. So we are all born of Creator. Without Creator, we would not be here. Now, I'm not speaking of our biological parents. I speak of that which is greater than all of us. I respect all deities that teach and foster the respect of oneself and others as a core value. I do not care if one worships God, Buddha, Allah, the Virgin Mary, the Holy Spirit, the universe, or angels. I have no judgment or concern whether you are gay or straight. It does not matter if you live in Bangladesh, China, Egypt, England, Australia, or Alaska. Creator is not concerned with where you reside. What is important is having the awareness that Creator resides in you. Wherever you are, to whomever you worship, and whatever your partnership preference, what matters is love. Those who do not believe in a Creator, well, that is their right. It does not mean they cannot love. We all have free will. So my use of namaste at the end of my video sessions is one moment in time that I can take the opportunity to collectively appreciate everyone's divine light. The spark within each of us that should be celebrated and appreciated, regardless of anyone's background. The amount of gratitude that I have to all is a palpable and strong energy. When I say namaste and bow to all of you, all of the light that I can hold in my consciousness is released to you with unconditional love and respect for your soul light. So there we have it. So thank you for bearing with me regarding that intro. I hope all of you can resonate with that in some way. Now let's go ahead and get on to the Tauran reading for the Taurus cycle. Well, Taurus, what do we have going on for you? What we had Jupiter go direct on the 8th of April. Now, what this is doing is it is expanding and providing luck in your 4th house matters. Home expansions, adding rooms, welcoming a child into the family, or having relatives come and live with you. So that's something that you guys may be going through, or you may be considering at this point in time as far as the planets are concerned. Now we also have a new moon in Aries on the 18th of April, and this is all about new beginnings. So for you, Taurus, this is where you set your new moon intentions for your 12th house, because it's in Aries. So basically you are looking at what needs healing, what needs addressing, what type of secrets need to be unveiled, whether it be unveiled to the outside world or unveiled in your own consciousness. And what is it that you need to stop pretending about? Okay? Now, your Taurus cycle, the sun goes into your house on the 20th, I believe. So here, you are focused on your identity, and others are focused on your identity. Now, every time I speak of the sun going into the 1st house, it is a blessing in most cases, but in some cases, it may come with a little bit of surprise. The reason that is because when the sun is in your 1st house of identity and self, then the attention is on you, and you want attention. So therefore, whatever types of energies you're giving out, you are going to get those energies back. So what happens is that if there is something, if you're doing something that is not necessarily in line with your spiritual path, then universe is going to make sure that you are well aware of this, okay? So say, for example, that maybe you were doing something behind the scenes that probably wasn't kosher, or maybe was kind of secret or hidden, and you do have that new moon in your 12th house, so you may be addressing some of these issues, and that the sun in your 1st house may highlight these issues for you. So when this happens, those secrets or anything that you've kind of had under the surface, this is an opportunity to get straight with the universe and to get straight with the people around you, because they are going to be holding you accountable for the decisions you've made, and they're going to be holding you accountable for the decisions that you are making. So overall, though, the sun in your 1st house, you are going to have energy. You are going to light up like a Christmas tree. You are going to be out there. You are going to be, basically telling people like, hey, look at me. This is what I can do. So this is awesome for a Taurian who's normally, kind of just, pretty persistent and just kind of does their thing and make sure that the work gets finished. I mean, you guys, I'm hoping that this, with the sun in your 1st house, will bring some long-awaited accolades your way. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started on the reading. Okay, as all of you know, I shuffle live online. I do not edit my videos, nor do I use reverse cards. Okay, so as I shuffle, I will be moving the camera down so that you can go ahead and see my shuffle and see the cards that I pick. Also, I will be taking a card from the Crystal Ally deck, which is your spiritual advice for this Taurus cycle beginning on the 20th of May. And I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Okay, what do we have for Taurus, for the general energies, for the Taurus cycle? My birthday boys and girls, my bulls. What have we got? Okay, this one wants to come out for general energies. What do we have for work and finances? Work and oh, that one wants to come out. What do we have for relationships, love life? Taurans. Relationships, love life. This one, oh, you've got two that came out for your relationship and love life. So we'll leave that there. What do we have for health, Taurus? Health. Nope, this one wants to come out. Hopefully I can get all these cards in here, guys. Just bear with me as I get this moved around a little bit. Now let's go ahead and look and see what your spiritual advice is for the month, or I'm sorry, the month of May, yes, but your Taurus cycle. What is your spiritual advice, Taurus? What is your spiritual... Whoa. That one wanted to pop out, so there that is. Again, I hope I can get all these fit in here. You know what? I'm just going to put that one down here, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and let's get started. Your general energies for your Taurus cycle are the moon. Okay, Taurans, that 12th house activity that you are having right now with that new moon in Aries is really letting you delve into your subconscious and help you shed light possibly on some secrets or possibly on some privacy matters for you. The moon card as general energy is usually a card of illusion and delusion. So I just want you all to ensure that, you know, that you understand that there might be stuff that is hidden. Now here also, in this card, we have these wolves here. And, you know, these wolves are all about, the way I view them is that they're kind of like a wolf pack. And what they do in the moonlight is they howl so that they know that they're not alone. So I would certainly recommend that those that are your close friends that you can trust, make sure that you stick to them like glue, okay? Because they are going to serve you well. The other thing that you may be dealing with is you may have this secret that wants to come to light. We see this scorpion here, and you're pretty passionate about it. This is something that that you've kind of been harboring on the inside that you want to release out into the world, or you want to illuminate out into the world. So, or just in your general atmosphere. So there is something, there is a passion within you that wants to come out. It's begging you, saying, okay, enough is enough. It's time for this to be revealed. So these may be feelings that you are having for another person. These may be feelings of fear. This may be a fear that you have not addressed in a while, and you need to address this fear. I'm hearing some of you may be scared of commitment. So because maybe you've been going through a lot of stuff in your past that you're afraid to commit to anything. You know, it's okay to have these feelings. While this new moon is illuminating this 12th house for you, it would serve you well to go within and to ensure that you are right with yourself as you move through your Taurus cycle here, starting on the 20th of April. Okay, so your finances and your work life. Oh, Taurus, this is beautiful. It's so interesting that you've got the moon and the sun in the same reading. Two major arcana cards. This is great. Of course, you are going to get the sun with your Taurus cycle. It's your birthday time. So you guys are going to be celebrating. You're going to have childlike joy. Even though you are going to be going through things internally and dealing with maybe some fears or some hidden matters in your life, you are going to be shining bright. I mean, you are going to be feeling like you are on top of the world. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel independent. You're going to feel like you can be yourself, especially after you address maybe some of these issues that have been holding you back lately. So here the sun, you know, this child is on a horse. Anyway, some of you actually may be having children. Some of you may have a bun in the oven right now, and you are just super excited about this child coming into your life, and you're thinking about like all the wonderful things, like the toys you're going to get this child. Like you're thinking about, okay, like, you know, one of those rocking horses like in the corner. I mean, I'm seeing this rocking horse kind of going in the corner, you know, of a room that you're preparing, you know, for your child to come into this world. And this is absolutely beautiful for you. And you know, you may want to put some really bright colors in this room because it's really going to enhance the child's creativity. So if that's something that you'd been considering, the stars and universe are saying spot on. Keep on with that thought. Some of you may be decorating the room with horses or with some type of, you know, like kind of like a circus motif or something like that. But anyway, so as far as your work life and your financial life go, your work life, you are getting accolades. Your finances, you are illuminating some situations with your finances. You are trying to make sure that everything is stable, everything is persevering the way that you wanted it to. And according to this card, it is basically saying that you are doing all the right things right now, and the attention that you're going to get at work is, you know, potentially going to be the majority of the time very positive attention, and you are just going to be celebrating, and you're going to be celebrating your birthday. Some of you are celebrating a child coming into the world, and you know, with a child coming into the world, you do have to look at your finances. So this may be something else that you guys are doing as it relates to this card. Okay, your relationship and your love life. The first card, Taurus. Okay. Taurus, you have the Seven of Wands, so you are trying to maintain some type of platform. You're trying to maintain some type of position in your relationships and in your love life. Now, at work, this could be you trying to maintain a position at work. It seems to me like you've got a lot of people wanting your attention, and they're trying to buck you off, you know, of this. It's kind of like the king of the hill or the queen of the hill, if you want. They're trying to buck you off, but you're maintaining your position. You're fighting for your position. You're saying kind of like enough is enough. And this is something, you know, that at work, you know, you guys might just be just a little inundated with a lot of extra duties at this point. Or maybe some of you are trying to get a promotion at this point. Now, as it relates to relationships, love relationships, you may also be in a situation where you are trying to maintain your ground. You are trying to, I'm sensing here these, you know, wands are passion. So I'm sensing here that you are trying to get a hold of your passions. This would make perfect sense with the Moon card because, as I said earlier, you have some type of passion that wants to be revealed, wants to come to the surface. So in this particular case, you may be fighting with yourself in your relationships. You may be fighting with yourself, trying to determine, you know, how am I going to get this message across so that I can maintain my firm footing that has taken me so long to achieve. Okay, your second card, wow, you know, this is absolutely just, this is so resonant of everything in your reading. Okay, now you've got the Eight of Wands. So I'm sensing here that you know, these six wands down here, I mean, you've got just massive attention right now, and it is apparent that you have massive attention right now. So you've got all these things coming at you, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to organize them. I mean, a Taurian does like organization. Now, sometimes you guys can be a bit like lazy at home or lazy with relationships, kind of wanting everything to come to you. I mean, come on, Venus is your ruler. So you kind of want things to come to you, and they're definitely coming, but you're having a problem right now making sure that you can maintain your footing. So I'm going to say here that Taurians are getting a lot of attention, especially from any type of partnership that you're looking for, any type of, you know, whether it be the opposite sex or the same sex, you are getting the attention, absolutely, and it's kind of overwhelming you at this point. So Taurians, you may need to take a step back and go and kind of go into yourself and kind of deal with some of the issues, you know, on the internal that you've been feeling lately. And when you address those issues, you will feel so much better, and you are going to come out like shining like the sun, and you are going to be really, really stable in your situation. For health, what do we have for the Taurans? Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles. Taurans, you may be partnering up with someone, maybe for a gym membership that you are considering, and by bringing someone in, maybe you'll get some type of a discount or something like that. So that's great. You know, this could go back, you know, with your finances, where, you know, you want to get out there and you want to be seen, so you want to get out there looking fit, firm, and trim. Well, one of the things that may be helping you is to partner up with somebody, maybe even a trainer. Somebody's going to give you a good deal on some training. So this might be, you know, something that would really, really benefit you. The other thing, Taurans, you know, as you deal with these situations with the Moon card and having these passions, you know, that want to come to the surface, and, you know, here, like I said, here's your wolf pack, you're keeping your friends close. In this particular situations, Taurans, you may be looking at ways to be charitable to other people. It may release something in you that maybe you've been a little bit selfish lately. Maybe you've not been giving back to society the way you need to give back to society. And now, basically, in this particular Tauran cycle, you are feeling really, really good about yourself, and you are, you know, you are really, really stable financially. So you want to give that back to society, and by doing that, this will increase not only the value that you hold within yourself, but it will also elevate your spirit, so that you know, the universe can shower its blessings on you as well. Okay, what is your spiritual advice, Taurus, for Taurus cycle 2015? Ooh, Taurus, you have dreams. This is wonderful. Taurus, I'm going to say that some of you, this passion that wants to come out, this is actually maybe potentially a dream. So there's a dream that you have that you are extremely passionate about. Some of you may want to open up your own business. Some of you may want to go into business for yourself. Some of you may just, you know, want to get, you know, some of you may just want to get that promotion because you know you're the perfect person for that position, and you know that you're going to be able to hold your own and stand your ground. You know, in this particular case, this dream that you have that you want to manifest, you know, the cards and universe are saying go for it. You know, you can do this. And by embracing this dream and letting your passions really, really reveal themselves, you know, you're in a situation where you can give back to society through your dreams, through your contributions to the world. So this is just beautiful. So, you know, the advice here is to take that dream, do those practical steps like a Tauran does, and, you know, make that dream a reality, manifest that dream, because when you do, you are going to see that, you know, you have got the sun in your corner, and you are going to get a lot of positive attention. Okay, Taurans, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate all your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. It means the world to me. Also, I do want to throw out there regarding the whole namaste thing. If there are any of you out there that, you know, speak a different language and would like for me to end my videos with something other than namaste, and actually I'm very interested in this, if you could send me how to say I bow to the divine light within your soul in your language, I will definitely consider that, and I would like to use that as a closing for all of my videos coming up. And there's lots of languages out there, so, and I'm going to be telling this to all signs, so if I don't pick yours right away, don't take that as me you know, not wanting to use it. It's just that I have to go through them, you know, monthly, and I would like to give reverence to all of the languages out there and the culture that you embrace as your person. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Much light, many blessings, and much love to you. Until we meet again, namaste.